In this lesson, we are going to take the model you see on the screen, called U-bracket fully assembled, and check it for colliding surfaces. And we can do that through an option called collision detection. Now, if you would like to work along with me, go into your working files folder and open the U-bracket fully assembled assembly. Let's begin. Before we activate the collision detection, the model we have on the screen, we have to make sure it can move and it's not fixed and locked down. So if I take my cursor and I try to move this upper block, it says the component is fully defined, it cannot be moved. We'll see the same is true with the block and the lower bracket. So we need to expand the mates and suppress a mate or two. For now, I'm simply going to suppress the one mate, the angle mate. That allows the upper block to move freely. Now we're ready to begin the collision detection. To access the collision detection option, you must go into the Move Component command. Once the Property Manager opens, notice under Options, we have Collision Detection. So I am going to activate it. As soon as I activate it, I see some new options: Stop at Collision, Dragged Part Only. I also have some advanced options: Highlight Faces, and Sound. Now let's check for collision by moving the part. And I receive a SOLIDWORKS error message, and this is common when using this collision detection option. This message says, the model started in a colliding position. Stop on collision has been disabled. So this option over here, as soon as I select OK, will be disabled. Notice we no longer have a check mark. Now as I move it, you can see the surfaces of the upper and lower bracket highlight as they collide. Now I am going to move this to a position where the two brackets are not colliding, and then check the Stop at Collision. Now when I move the part, notice it stops at the collision. At this point, I can take measurements to see what angle it's colliding, and I can view the assembly to see what points are colliding. Now before we close out of this lesson, I want to point out one other option. This is a fairly simple assembly. However, when the assemblies are larger, you may want to select these components and then go out to the screen and select which components you want to check collision for. So I am going to clear this selection and then select the two brackets. You do have to select Resume Drag, and then as you move the parts, you will notice it's only checking for the two brackets. So collision detection is one of those commands that's nice to have when you are working with assemblies with moving parts, just to see if you have any colliding surfaces.